Giovanni's of Logan. Visit the newly renovated restaurant and convenient drive-thru. It is the Italian place to be. Call today 304-752-9030 or check out their specials online at giovannislogan.com.
Hello, I'm Tiara Farrell, family nurse practitioner at Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare. We are your federally qualified healthcare center offering family, primary care services, and other services for individual and families in Southern West Virginia and Eastern Kentucky. Integrated Care blends all of our services into a one-stop shop. We offer better results through professional treatments and a close collaboration and communication with our health experts and various services. Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare, where change begins.
Hi, I'm Chris White.
And I'm Stephen Wolf. And for the last 10 years, Wolf White & Associates have been representing clients injured in motor vehicle wrecks, medical negligence, wrongful termination, Social Security disability, and real estate closings and transactions. We've recovered over $10 million in verdicts and settlements and over $10 million in real estate closings. So, when you need a win, give your local law team a call.
Are you looking to find
Number 11, Leah Brooks. Number 20, Brooke Atkins. Number 25, Michaela Stacy. And number 35, Addie Atkins.
She wrote, "Speech to the young, speech to the progress toward. Say to them, say to the down keepers, the sun slappers, the self-soilers, the harmony hushers, even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be night. Sir, let's have a word. Say something right.
And now, the starting lineup for your Logan High School Lady Wildcats. At guard, the 5'5" sophomore, number 13, Ava Albright. At forward, the 5'11" junior, number 33, Peyton Butcher. At guard, a 5'5" junior, number 3, Addie Amy. At forward, a 5'6" junior, number 34, and rounding out the starting five, at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 12, Hallie Krause. Logan is coached by Kevin Gersh with assistants Mike Toast, Justin Stuyvesant, and Linda Krause. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday heaven gained another beautiful soul in Jordan Butcher. Jordan was a multi-sport athlete for Logan High School. He is survived by his wife Kaylee and child Kyler. He is loved by so many and will be missed by all of us. We will now take a moment of silence for Jordan and his family and all of us that love him. remain standing as we go to invocation, brought to you tonight by Prayer Club member McCormick Hilderton, followed by the playing of the national anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to come together in competition and fellowship. We pray for safety for all the players during the game and everyone in attendance to make it home safely. In your mighty name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Hold on. We're not live yet, are we? And welcome to Mountain Dreams Media. You are watching the Logan High School Lady Wildcats versus the Wayne Lady Pioneers. I'm joined here today by Stevie Browning and our producer, Brennan Goff. This is Kyle Spalding on play-by-play. As we get ready for the tip-off, Stevie, what do you see going into this game for these two teams?
Well, obviously a big home game right here for Logan. Wayne is a perennial powerhouse. So I'm sure Kevin Gertz has got a nice little game plan drawn up, and I'm excited to see how it's executed.
As we see, Wayne wins the tip. Ball at the top of the key. A widespread defense here from these Wildcats as Wayne drives baseline, throws up a floater, and it will be a blocking foul on the Wildcats.
And you see early, Logan making sure they're in the help side position. But first, before we get to any of this, Kyle, we got to take a minute and just extend our condolences to the Butcher family. I grew up with Jordan Butcher. I played sports with him, was around him and his whole family, and you know, he was one of the most genuinely good people that I've ever had the chance to be around. And you know, it's sad. It's sad for the community. It's a sad day, but man, I don't even really know what to say. It's a tough time.
Yeah, I met Jordan a few times, and prayers and condolences go out to the family with him and the others involved in those accidents. And as the Wildcats top of the key here, drives right side corner, and it is stolen away by the Pioneers on the fast break for Jalen Sammons. Drives in, and it will be a foul on the Wildcats.
And Wayne is, they're big, they're athletic, they're long, kind of 1 through 5 there. So Logan's going to have to do a good job at boxing out defensively, and they're going to have to do a good job of taking care of the ball, because we can tell already that Wayne is getting in these passing lanes.
And the Pioneers ranked number 2 in AAA basketball right now with a record of 5-0. Currently in Cardinal Conference play, only allowed 69 points in 2 games in the conference.
Oh.
As Jalen Sammons is up and good on the second. Pioneers lead 3-0. Wildcats coming down midcourt. And we see this Wayne team sort of in a man-to-man zone in a sense, guarding the high post there.
Yeah, now they're getting into a little trap.
And tipped away, stolen again by the Pioneers. Brooke Atkins over to the right side wing for Salmons. It will be a 3 off the mark for the Pioneers. Rebounded by
Butcher. I believe it is either Butcher or Kraus, but you know they can't let them get that open because they're going to end up making those shots. I've watched these girls play before, and they'll knock those down. And that's 3 early turnovers right there.
And this Pioneer defense is getting active on the Wildcats early.
Kevin's taking a timeout. We'll see if it's full of 30. 30 will stay here.
And with this Wayne team so far, got a lot of high praise there for some of these players. Laney Brooks averaging 16.6 in these 5 games. A big star, 6-foot junior for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and shout out to Shayna Gore in the building. You see her right there by half court in her Western Carolina gear. She is actually on a recruiting trip. They are She told me she was down here taking a look at some of the girls. So, you know, it's great to see a local legend come back and get to work in this Southern West Virginia community.
And Pioneers inbound to Jacelyn Salmons. Crosses half court. Kicks it over to the right wing, back to Salmons. Salmons in the low post. Good off-ball screen there from the Pioneers, but just overthrown to Addie Atkins.
And that was good help right there on the part of the Logan Wildcats. Good team defense. They kind of collapsed everything. Sniffed that back screen out.
As Amick will bring it up for the Wildcats, guarded by Atkins.
Playing a heavy left.
Screen coming from Butcher. And one thing about this Wayne team we've seen so far, they are not afraid to get up in and guard.
Nope.
As they drop to the low post for Mosley. Kicks it over. Floater up and off the mark from the Wildcats. Rebounded by the Pioneers. They will push this one up to the left side of the court. Just to the wing. A deep 3. And it is good. Ooh. A 3-17 Steakhouse 3 for the Wayne Pioneers.
Going to have to match up earlier in transition. She shot that one too confident. She's gonna have to get guarded at half court pretty much.
As Wayne, good triple team there from the Pioneers, causes a reach-in foul, and it will be Wildcats ball on the inbound. And into the low post for Mosley. Mosley up, and it will roll out. Another rebound for Mosley. She goes up again, but just off the mark. Rebounded by Atkins for the Pioneers. And she will drive all the way in. And stolen away here for the Wildcats.
That was a good D right there. Bam with a good couple of rebounds. Take her time, maybe get into the body a little bit more. Those girls are tall down there.
And a 3 off the mark for Logan. Tip up off of the Pioneers. It will be Logan, it will be Pioneer ball. And Logan just struggling to get this offense going from this pressure defense here from the Pioneers.
Yeah, they're making it tough.
Salmons crosses midcourt. Screen fake from Atkins. Back over to Atkins. Deep 3 is up and short for the Pioneers. Rebounded by Logan. Tipped back out by Salmons. Stolen away. Drives into the middle of the paint. Drop pass. And it is a foul on Butcher.
I think that's 4 or 5 early turnovers. And if Logan wants a chance right here, they are going to have to figure out how to cut those out.
And Michaela Stacy at the line for the Pioneers. The first up and good for Stacy. Four minutes and 38 remain in the first quarter. Stacy's second, up and in.
Nothing but net.
And if you're Logan, you're looking to see this offense. A lot of screens coming on off ball, but this Wayne defense just looks very well put together by the coaching staff. A drop pass there from Butcher to Mosley. A great set of ball movement from the Wildcats.
And it looks like Wayne's in a little 1-3-1 thing right there. So they got the ball to Peyton, Butcher in the middle, and she turned around and bam, was wide open.
And a nice floater there from Stacy, up and in from the middle of the paint.
And well, they're man-to-man now, but if they go back to that 1-3-1, I'd try and do that exact same thing again. Get somebody who can make a pass in that high post and then have somebody on that backside trying to score.
A great job from the Pioneers running the trap outside of that 1-3-1, putting a lot of pressure on every pass that Logan's thrown so far.
Yes, they are.
As Amick crosses half, guarded by Atkins. Kicks it over to the right wing. A drop pass is tipped up, and we are on the ground here. It will be a jump ball.
There's almost another turnover right there.
And Wildcats will retain. As we have a sub for the Wildcats. Jaden Mead will check in. Inbound to the left corner. A 3 up from Amick is long, rebounded by Atkins. Salmons up court.
Wayne wastes no time getting that ball up the court. As soon as it comes in or they get it off the rim, they are looking up.
And Amick, low post to Mosley. It will be a reach-in foul on Stacy.
Logan's going to have to try and find a way to generate some offense here.
See the four-corner on the inbound. Looking to get the ball inside, down low. Screens coming from every direction. She will throw it, and it will be off on the Pioneers. Wildcats will inbound again.
Hallie's coming back into the game.
As Hallie Krause will check back into the game for the Wildcats.
And nobody's coming out. There we go. Miss Albright.
The inbound to Mosley in the corner.
Is it coming back to the corner?
Mosley over to Krause. Krause back to the corner to Amick. Amick drives, tries to throw a bounce pass to the low post, but it is kicked by the Pioneers.
That was the right look. She was about a second too late. If she would have took one less dribble and whipped that down there, I think it would have got through.
As Amick will inbound. Amick, pass to the top of the key. Drop pass to Mosley. Mosley in the low post, step through layup, high off the glass, and it will be no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. As Brooke Atkins will push this one down, give it up to Salmons. Salmons drives left side of the court and will be fouled on the ground.
Who are they calling?
By Amick.
Amick, that's her second.
As we will see Ava Albright check back in for the Wildcats, and Amick will take a seat with those two fouls.
Yeah. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. You got to get her out.
Salmons deep inbound to a wide open Brooke Atkins.
Ooh.
And it will be off the mark there for the Pioneers.
I know she missed that one, but we can't give her that look too many times because she was standing wide open. And she's already proved that she'll knock it down.
From deep as the Wildcats inbound to Krause. Krause over to Albright. Back to the top right of the key for Krause. Krause back over to the left side. Swing to the corner. Drop pass is stolen away, and great defense by the Pioneers to play that passing lane. A great job from Atkins to step over and get inside.
That's either 5 or 6 turnovers now in this first quarter for Logan.
And Salmons, Euro step layup is off the mark. Krause in transition, drives, and no call on the strip away. It will be a steal for the Pioneers.
Logan has to find a way to stop turning the ball over. They're giving away possession after possession.
And Salmons drives in again. It will be a blocking foul on Bam Mosley. And Salmons has been all over that paint so far to be the smallest player starting for the Pioneers. Not afraid to go in there and take a hit.
Absolutely not, and she finds her way in there.
Salmons first, up, and rolls in. And we will have 2 subs check in for the Wildcats. Peyton Butcher and Michaela Swan will check back in. Salmons second, up, and just off the front of the rim, rebounded by Butcher. Krause will push this one up to the center of the court. A great move from Kraus. A floater up and will roll in for the Wildcats.
Nice move by Hallie right there. Got her with a little behind the back and pulled the floater. I like it.
As Atkins will swing it over to Salmons, and a deep three from Jacelyn Salmons.
Got to match up, got to find your man.
As Kraus, top of the key. Guarded right side wing. Screen comes from Butcher. Won't take the screen as Butcher gets fouled up right there. But a bounce pass over to Albright. Swings it over the corner from Butcher, and it is up off the left side of the rim for the Wildcats.
And that wasn't a bad possession. So you got to stop the ball, though.
Salmon's pull-up jumper just in front of the top of the key. No good. Another rebound for Butcher. Throws it over to Kraus. Crossing half. Drives right side. All the way in for a Euro step, and it will be a blocking foul on the Pioneers.
And we are starting to see Hallie get a little bit more aggressive going to the rim, and I think that's exactly what Logan needs her to be.
Yeah, started off there trying to get everybody involved, but as you see this trap coming in, Kraus has to get a little bit more involved on the offensive. Her first, up and in. Kraus lines up for her second. It will fall just short and roll off the right side of the rim. We will see Salmons, top of the key. Drives right side, spins back to the left side, kicks it out to the top of the key. A three is up.
Short.
And short, but rebounded by the Pioneers. Kick back out to the left side wing. A great down pass, but a great steal from the Wildcats, and
she did.
It will be a travel.
She took an extra step right there. I know some of the
Logan
Logan crowd is not happy, but she did. But it was a good recovery on that right there because I thought they were going to get a layup.
Yeah, great pass just inside, but Swan was able to get inside and find that open lane for the steal as Brooks' pull-up jumper is good for the Pioneers. And Kraus in transition. Guarded by Salmons. Kicks over to the right side wing. Inside, low post to Butcher. Out to the top of the key for a three. Rolls out, but a rebound by Butcher. And it will be a foul on the Pioneers, I believe, on the ground.
And Peyton is battling down there, to say the least.
They will call it a shooting foul.
And, you know, nope, I think they're calling it on the floor. And that's a tough break for Logan right there because Peyton got the rebound and went back up and made the layup.
Yeah, the and one would have been huge there for the Wildcats. On the inbound, looking to find somebody. Deep pass, stolen away by the Pioneers. Spin move, and it is tipped out by the Wildcats. And Laney Brooks just couldn't keep control of it there on the drive. Inbound from Salmons to Brooks. Left corner, kicked out top to Anderson. Anderson over to Brooks. Brooks back to Anderson. Almost thrown away there from the Wildcats, but Salmons will take this top of the key drive, right side wing, throw it into the corner to Brooks. And a pull-up jumper from Atkins off the mark. Out to the top of the key, a deep three here from Brooks. Atkins.
She doesn't hesitate.
But it will hit the wire above the rim, and it will be Wildcats ball.
It doesn't matter where she's at. She is letting that thing go with confidence.
With 1 second remaining, a full-court shot from Kraus just short, and that will end the first quarter here in the Willie Akers Arena. We will be right back on Mountain Dreams Media.
Giovanni's of Logan. Visit the newly renovated restaurant and convenient drive-thru. It is the Italian place to be. Call today 304-752-9030 or check out their specials online at giovannislogan.com.
Hello, I'm Tiara Farrell, family nurse practitioner at Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare. We are your federally qualified healthcare center offering family, primary care services, and other services for individual and families in southern West Virginia and eastern Kentucky. Integrated Care blends all of our services into a one-stop shop. We offer better results through professional treatments and a close collaboration and communication with our health experts and various services. Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare, where change begins.
And we are back in the Willie Akers Arena with the Logan Lady Wildcats versus the Wayne Lady Pioneers. Wayne currently leads 18-5. And Stevie, going into the second quarter, what do you think Logan needs to do to get a rhythm going for the offense?
Stop turning the ball over. Simple.
It's been a big struggle so far in this game as the Pioneers go into the high post for Atkins. And great defense there by Kraus. It will be a jump ball, and Logan will retain it.
And it's just the amount of possessions that Logan's losing with the turnovers. It's crippling.
As Amick crosses half court, guarded by Brooks, kicks over right side to Albright, back over to Amick. Amick left side, kicks down low to Mosley in the post, and it is stripped away from the Pioneers. We have bodies flying everywhere as Amick retains the loose ball and it is up and in for Albright with a wide open layup after a struggle to get a hold of the ball for both teams.
And Logan kind of lucked out right there with that layup.
As the Pioneers, right side. Addie Atkins drives left side from the screen from her sister, Brooke Atkins. Brooke Atkins with another three up and will fall short again, out of bounds on the Pioneers.
And Logan with a chance to cut into this lead a little bit right here at the start of the second quarter.
Only trailing 11. A lot of bodies diving on the floor for a loose ball. If they can get these passes going past this Pioneer defense, they might be able to get the offense rolling. Amick, top of the key, guarded by Brooks. Over to Albright, back to Amick. Amick kicks it over into the wing, drop into Mosley in the post. Kicks a cross-court pass over to Albright. Albright back to Mosley.
Good ball movement.
And a pull-up jumper short, and it will be off of Mosley, out of bounds.
It looks like Wayne's in a little boxing one or something like that on Hallie Kraus. Kevin Gertz going with a diamond press.
And we'll see how this press can fare with this Pioneer offense as they're up court already. Atkins' pull-up jumper is up and will roll around, but will be out. Rebounded by Salmons as a tie-up for the ball will go to the Pioneers. Salmons will inbound. A pass inside, tipped away by the Wildcats, but Salmons retains it, throws it over to Brooks. Over to Atkins, ball movement from the Pioneers. The three is just short off the mark. Amick with a nice behind the back.
Nice spin move, but another turnover. Kicks it up. And correction, I believe that is Brooke Atkins. Yep. Thank you to Brittany Perkins, who corrected us on that. We appreciate it.
And Kraus cross-court pass to Albright. Albright in the low post for Mosley. Mosley kicks it out to Amick for a three from the top of the key. Bounces high and off the backboard, out of bounds. It will be Pioneer ball.
And, you know, they didn't get a steal on the last possession, but it sped Wayne up, and they took a quick early jumper. So we'll see if this press affects Wayne any. And another stop.
As Brooke Atkins' pull-up is off the mark. Behind the back move from Mosley. Kicks it over to the left corner. A three is up and in for Jaden Meade. Salmons wasting no time pushing this pace, though.
Got to keep contained.
Brooke Atkins answers back with a three of her own for the Pioneers, increasing the lead 23-10.
That was a little sidestep on that one.
Great shot there from Atkins. Amick, right side wing, over to Meade. Meade back over to Amick. Amick, left side. Excuse me. Amick over to Albright. Albright back to Amick. Amick over to Meade. Inside low post, stolen away by Laney Brooks. Laney Brooks in transition, goes in hard, but it's off the backboard. Tipped around and stolen away from the Wildcats. Amick in transition, drives in on Brooks. Atkins, and it will be a foul on Atkins.
And good push right there by Addy. Saw a lane, went hard, and a lot of times you get rewarded for that.
And especially when trailing, trying to get the fire behind your team, not showing that if you're not afraid to go in there and attack the basket, you get the team involved a little bit. Pass over to the corner from the Wildcats. Low post to Mosley. Mosley out to Kraus. Kraus skip pass over to Mosley. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line is up and in.
And a nice little two-man action by Bam and Halley right there.
As Atkins top of the key. Over to Sammons. Sammons guarded by Amick. Swung over to Brooks. Over to Atkins. Atkins guarded by Kraus. She will put some moves in. Pull-up floater from Atkins. Off the mark and rebounded by Kraus. Kraus over to Amick. Looking for a shot here. Kicks it over to Albright.
That was close right there.
Back to Kraus. She will drive into the offense. Over to Mosley. Stripped away from Addie Atkins.
And the turnovers still killing Logan.
They're only trailing by 11 points. Not a big deficit for the Wildcats, but simple mistakes are costing them many opportunities. As Sammons picked up by Amick at half court. She will back up on defense. Swung over to Atkins. Addie Atkins over to Anderson. And Atkins will drive in, kick out to her sister, Addie Atkins, and rebounded by Brooke. Brooke with the floater up, and she will be fouled. And the ball movement of this Pioneers team has just been impressive so far, to say the least. In transition, during the press, set up offense, they look good.
Yeah, you can tell they've been playing with each other for a long time.
As Brooke Atkins first is off the mark. And a sub will check in for the Wildcats. Kinley Steele will check in.
And I'm working on getting a score update from the Logan Middle School game down in Tennessee right now.
Atkins sec is up and in.
I got Patrick Beto and Robert Ilderton on the job.
And a timeout from the Wildcats.
30-second, we'll stay here.
And like we've said so far, Stevie, just this offense from the Wildcats struggling to get those passes through. What are some adjustments you think they can make to adjust to this Pioneer defense that is all over everything they've been throwing so far?
Well, first thing you got to do is be strong with the ball. And you got to, a lot of times we panic and we make a quick pass trying to get it out of our hands. We got to relax. They don't have a knife. They don't have a gun. They're not allowed to hurt us. So we just got to take our time, see the right play, make the right play.
That is
and it's easier said than done. You know, this Wayne team they're good. There's no question about it. But I think that if they focus, I think they can cut out on the turnovers.
As Amick.
And really don't put yourself in bad spots. So you know where they're going to trap, and you try and keep it out of those places unless you have a shot.
As you see the Pioneers set back up into that 1-3-1, but the Wildcats will attack the low post, and a tough finish there from Peyton Butcher.
Nice move by Peyton. Good pass by Halley.
And we've seen the Wildcats attack that low post a lot, and it's worked out in their favor most times. As Amick drives in, kicks it over, Sammons drives in, kicks it over to Stacy with a floater up and in for the Pioneers. And a great fake pass there from Meade. Kicks it over to Amick. Amick into the corner for Halley. Rouse just off the mark. Rebounded, and it's tipped away. Meade with the rebound.
Got to make our layups.
And the ball is being tipped all over the place by the Pioneers, but stolen away in the end Brooke Atkins drives, kicks it over to Sammons. Sammons fakes the pull-up jumper, drives baseline, and stolen away by Hallie Kraus. And Kraus in transition. She will slow this down for the Wildcats. Back over to Amick. Amick drives in. High post, kicks it over to Meade. Meade drives right backside wing. Tries to get it to the corner, but a kick ball on the Pioneers. As Peyton Butcher will check out, and Michaela Swan will check in for the Wildcats.
Logan's going to have to try and find a way to penetrate that zone. It doesn't have to be with the dribble. It can be with the pass, but regardless, they're going to have to try a way to break inside of it.
What we've seen so far is getting that pass in there early before they have time to set up. Excuse me, Kinley Steele checking in, not Michaela Swan. As Kraus will inbound for the Wildcats to Steele. Steele to Amick at the top of the key. Looking for the pass inside. Michaela Swan over to Kraus. Kraus drop pass over to Steele. Steele inside to Swan, back to the corner. Kick out to Amick at the top of the key. She will drive inside. Floater up from Amick is no good, but rebounded and tipped away. It will be Pioneer ball in transition.
And that's a good rebound. She's just got to be strong with it once she gets it.
And Stacy over to Addie Atkins. Addie over to Brooke, back to Addie. Inside to Stacy. Floater up and good. And Stacy, so far in that low post, we've seen she's done a great job of finishing inside.
She has, along with most of the other girls from Wayne.
Kraus right side wing. Over to Amick. And a 3-up from Meade. Just hard off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Brooke Atkins. Kicked over to Addie Atkins. And she will stop in transition. Kick it over to Brooke Atkins. Kicks at the right side corner for Anderson, but it is up and in for the Pioneers. Trailing by 16. Amick will try to push this one up a little bit. Guarded by Anderson. Over to Kraus, right side wing. Drop pass through two defenders. It will be stolen away by the Pioneers, and Addie Atkins will be in transition, fouled by Hallie Kraus on the right side of the court.
Turnovers, still killing Logan.
A little bit of confusion here about the call. But we will have subs for the Pioneers. Laney Brooks will check in. As
good D.
Sammons drives right side, poked away by Amick. Also, Kinley Runyon will check in for the Pioneers. And a sub for the Wildcats, Ava Albright will check in for Amick. 22.5 to remain in the corner. Sammons will inbound to Brooks, right side wing, just over her head, and it will be out of bounds, Wildcat ball.
And you see Coach Gertz going back with Amick right here.
And another sub for the Wildcats.
You want to try and get a bucket right here. You want to try and get the last bucket of the half right here and go into the half on a positive note.
Cut this lead to as short as you can before the half. Looks like Logan will hold for last shot. Low post to Butcher. Butcher kicks it over to Meade. Or Albright, excuse me. Down back to Butcher. Hook shot is up and off the mark. Rebounded by Brooks with 5 seconds to go.
Shot it too early.
Right side, Brooks drives in, curls the ball up, and a nice finish from Laney Brooks to end the half for the Pioneers. And with that being said, we will take a short break here on Mountain Dreams Media. You are watching the Logan High Lady Wildcats versus the Wayne High School Lady Pioneers.
And we'll be joined at halftime by Miss Shayna Gore. So come on back and tune in.
Shayna O'Brien Thompson is seeking your vote for circuit judge for Logan and Mingo counties in May 2024 for one of 2 Logan seats. Vote Shayna O'Brien Thompson, your choice for a fair, respectful, working circuit judge. Paid for by the committee to elect Shayna O'Brien Thompson.
I'm Elise Hinkle, Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner and Director of Behavioral Health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you're ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
Whether you like traditional banking or online banking, Logan Bank and Trust has you covered. LB&T has 5 convenient locations where customers can stop in, make a deposit, get a loan, or a new instant debit card. Too busy to stop in? Don't worry. Logan Bank and Trust offers online banking with mobile deposits, banking app, and loan applications at the click of a button from anywhere, anyplace, and anytime. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Logan Bank and Trust.
We are the difference.
Judge Sabrina Deskins would appreciate your vote this upcoming election to be held in May. Judge Deskins is running for circuit judge in the newly formed 11th Circuit, which combines Logan and Mingo counties. Judge Deskins has 10 years judicial experience and the only candidate with years of experience in both Logan and Mingo counties. Vote Judge Deskins, the right choice for Logan and Mingo Circuit Court, paid for by the candidate.
And we are back here on Mountain Dreams Media. And we have the legend, Miss Shayna Gore, in the building.
Whatever, man.
What's the word, Shayna?
Man, you know, I'm just out here. It's recruiting season.
It is recruiting season, isn't it?
Recruiting season. I decided to pop in for recruiting season and Christmas season.
So tell us about how things have been going for you.
Good, man. I can't complain. I live the dream. I wake up every day and coach basketball.
Well,
I mean, we finally got a healthy team and finally get things going. And yesterday we, we beat Queens by 9. Should have been about a little bit more.
Was that at Queens?
It was at Queens. So it was
so you were in Charlotte yesterday.
I was in Charlotte yesterday. So quick turnaround. Got back late last night. Left this morning. Got here probably around 3. So decided to come check out a couple players. But it's going. Like I said, I'm having fun. We got a finally full, healthy team, and hopefully this Christmas break will do us some good.
So how long do you get to come home for a break?
I get till Tuesday. I got to be back Tuesday. We'll practice Wednesday
well, that's
evening.
A nice little break right there.
It is. It's a lot nicer than when I was in Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana was 3 days, and that one day I was traveling in, so it was quick. But this is going to be real nice. Get to spend some time with family and kind of just debrief a little bit.
So talk to us about how you ended up at Western Carolina.
Okay.
So you graduated Marshall.
Right.
You played a little bit. You went overseas for a little bit, but then you went to Indiana.
You definitely played more than me, but yeah, man. Played 4 years at Marshall. It was a dream come true for me to play close to our hometown and have our people come support us. I thought it was pretty cool. Your senior year, my freshman year, we were there together and put on for our small town down here.
And we found our way.
We did.
On a picture. In Gullickson.
We did. We are in Gully. We are up forever.
But shout out to Wyatt Skaggs.
That's
and
right.
Neil Skaggs. Whole Skaggs family.
Shout out to the Skaggs family. Y'all listening, we love you.
We love you.
But and then I did try to play professionally. Just wasn't for me, man. It wasn't for me. I was in Spain, and the language barrier, I was not able to adjust. You know how it goes.
It's crazy.
So, when I came back, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was in a funk. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was in a funk for a while. I would probably say I was a little depressed because this is all I've ever known. It's
Basketball's
like
it,
It's all you ever known, and I didn't know what my life looked like without it. And figured it out 2 weeks when I came back in the States. Got a head coaching job at St. Albans. Was there for 2 years, so I've gotten a taste of the high school level.
How'd you like that?
I think I dealt with the parents more than the kids.
That's the way that goes.
But it was a blessing, man. That's where it all started. And those are the kids that I'm always going to remember. And then I knew I wanted to get into college and knew I wanted to go back to school. So my assistant at the time, I don't know if you remember him, Lazar.
Yep.
Lazar sent me that Indiana was looking for some GAs. it's funny how I ended up there, honestly, because I sent in my resume, everything, and never really got an email back. I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. They just came off an Elite 8 run, so I'm sure everyone is applying for this job. And I got a message from Glenn Box. He was the associate head coach, who's now the head coach at Miami, Ohio.
Okay.
He's in his first season there. And I got a Facebook Messenger, and he said, hey, Shayna, it's Coach Box, an Indiana assistant. Are you interested in our GA spot? And I was like, absolutely. So he called me about 10 minutes later. They sent me some stuff, but it went to my junk mail. I never got it. It went to my junk mail. So that was a lesson learned. I check my junk mail every day now. And I went through the interview process. There was 3 levels. Like, it was intense, man. Like, it was phone interview, and then you had to do like a recruiting project.
Really?
Yeah, you had to do like a recruiting project because you do a lot of hands-on with recruiting there on campus. And so did that, and I got a call about a week later that I got the job, and it was by the grace of God because there was 325 some applicants that applied for the job.
God.
So, and I was one of 3.
I would say that when they Googled your name and seen all those accolades, it probably helped a little bit.
I'm going back to Coach Box. It's such a small world because he was the assistant at Akron when I was playing AAU.
Oh, and
he was recruiting me at Akron.
Ah.
You know how small this business is, man?
Look, they say the basketball world is 2 blocks long. They say you know everybody on your block.
I'm telling you.
And if you don't know everybody on the other block, you know somebody who does.
Exactly. And that's it. And I'm quickly finding that out being in this business, man. Going into my first year at Western, everybody knows everybody. So, one, you got to watch what you say. You got to watch who you trust.
Yep.
And I'm quickly finding that out. So,
absolutely.
But I'm enjoying it, man. I'm living the dream.
So what's the goals? Are you now? I know some people really love being an assistant coach. Is that you, or are your sights on being a head coach?
I think, ever since I got a little, and I know it's different, I got a little taste at the St. Albans level, being a head coach, running my own program, seeing how it is. I think I do want to be a head coach one day of a Division I program, whatever that may look like, whether that's, me at Western, and, I'm going to go back to Coach Hill. He took a chance on me, gave me my first job. So as long as he's in it, that's what I want to ride with.
Okay.
That's what I want to ride with. Him and I go way back too. He was the associate at Southern Miss when I was at Marshall.
So you were giving him buckets on the regular.
Yeah, I was giving him buckets. Now I give buckets to his team. I want to be an assistant. I want to work my way up, and whatever that may look like. If one day I have to take a head job at a D2 to get to where I want to go, then that's just what's going to happen. Whatever that road may look like, but I do one day want to be able to run my own program.
Well, everybody's route's different.
It is, and I hope that I am one day because my mom is still stuck on me buying her a car one day.
And you got to buy Mama a car.
Oh, my gosh. She's like, come ahead, Coach, so I can stop spending money. I'm like, you're still going to spend money on me.
For sure you are. That's
how Michelle is.
That's the baby. She's always going to spend money on the baby.
She's around here somewhere talking.
Oh, I see her right down there. She came up and snapped a couple pictures.
She's goofy, man. She's great.
Well, Shayna, we appreciate you coming on.
Man, Stevie, thank you so much for having me. It's good
Anytime
seeing you.
You're in, if you want to do anything, commentate, get on here and just talk.
I will.
Whatever message you want to push, you
Speaking
feel
of Michelle,
free.
I got a little bit of Michelle in me, so I don't care to talk. So.
Well, we appreciate you. Shayna Gore.
Thank you, Stevie.
All-time legend, Logan legend, Marshall legend, all of them. We appreciate you. And we will go to a quick commercial break and be right back here on Mountain Dreams Media for the start of the third quarter.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Accidents, illness, heart attacks, strokes. When an emergency strikes, count on Logan Regional Medical Center. We're here providing emergency care 24/7, including the higher levels of emergency heart care found in our accredited chest pain center, and our enhanced cleaning, mask requirements, and social distancing to help keep you safe. Emergency care at Logan Regional Medical Center. When minutes matter, count on us.
And we are back in the Willie Akers Arena with the Logan Lady Wildcats facing off against the Wayne Lady Pioneers. Wayne leading 32-14. And so far we've seen the Wildcats struggle a little bit with turnovers. Stevie, what do you think they need to come out in the second half to do to get them going?
I'm going to keep saying they got to take care of the ball. Just losing too many possessions, and there's another one. But we do have a score update from Tennessee. Logan is actually trailing by 2 right now in a tightly contested one in the fourth quarter, 44-42. We'll keep you updated. And if you want to watch it, it's on Donika Michelle's Facebook, mother of Zoe Murphy and David Early. So go over there on Facebook and watch her live.
And shout out to David, man, having a great season out there with Tennessee Tech.
Oh, he's hooping, man, and it makes me happy to see. You know, he's in a great position right now, and he's getting buckets like the David we all know.
Exciting to watch him play. As the Lady Wildcats bring this up in a setup offense, Amick, top of the key with the ball, swings it over to Albright, back to Amick. Amick over to Meade. Meade right side wing, and it will be a tie up here between the teams. It will be Pioneer ball. And a great job there from Sammons to just go after it, get a hold of it.
And another turnover. Got to figure this out.
Stacy inbounds to Sammons. Sammons will be picked up high here by Amick. Sammons drives right side, picked up by Kraus. Dropped into Addie Atkins. Pull-up midi is no good. Rebounded by Butcher for the Wildcats, and we have a foul on the Pioneers.
It's a good rebound right there by Peyton. Held her man off and did a great job of boxing out.
And Butcher will inbound to Amick. And one thing we've seen all night, this Pioneers team ready to get after it on defense, playing high in this, looks like a very high 3-2. Amick over to Albright. Drop pass to Kraus. Kraus will drive. The double team will come from the Pioneers.
That's where we can't go to, is we can't get that ball trapped down there in the corners in that wing area, because we know they're going to trap. And they're too long and too athletic to be messing around with and putting ourselves in bad spots.
And one thing we've seen so far, this Pioneer team, very lengthy when it comes to the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
As Albright will inbound to the right corner to Kraus. Kraus drives inside, blocking foul on Stacy.
Good job of attacking right there by Hallie.
And it will be 2 shots for Kraus. Kraus's first is off back iron. And the Wildcats, smart play here by Coach Kevin Gertz, getting them back and stopping this transition offense that we've seen work so well for the Pioneers. As Krause's second is off the mark, we will have Brooke Atkins dropping it to her sister, Addie Atkins, top of the key, kicked over to Brooks, and it will be stolen away by the Wildcats. And Amick will push this one up left side wing, guarded by Sammons. Corner to Kraus. Kraus looking for that low post pass, but she will drop it or swing it over to Albright, and it will be off the mark for Meade.
And Wayne is pushing.
And Sammons in transition kicks it over to Stacy. Stacy will drive in, Euro step, layup is blocked by Mosby. Amick picked up high here by Brooke Atkins. Swung over to Albright. Albright back to Amick. Deep in the top of the key, swung back over to Albright. Trying to get that ball inside. Amick will drive, kick to the corner for Meade. The jumper is just short on the left side, and a lot of body contact there as Mosby goes for the rebound, but it will be a foul on Mosby, and we will see Peyton Butcher check back into the game for the Wildcats.
And Logan Middle down 5 right now with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Atkins will inbound to Sammons. Sammons slowing the pace here for the Pioneers. And can't blame her here with the lead that they're holding so far in this game.
Yep.
Amick attacks, spins, kicks to the corner to Brooks. Brooks fakes the shot, drives in past Butcher. Layup is up and will bounce around and go in for the Pioneers. Amick left side. Picked up by Anderson. Kicks it over to Albright. Right side wing. Back to the top of the key to Amick. Almost loses that one. And Logan trying to get this post offense set up for Butcher, but
yeah, and it's tough. They're in a 2-3 and got to get some high-low action in there or inside-out action, something. It's full timeout.
And with a full timeout here in the Willie Akers Arena, you are watching the Logan Lady Wildcats versus the Wayne Lady Pioneers on Mountain Dreams Media. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Chris White.
And I'm Stephen Wolf. And for the last 10 years, Wolf White & Associates have been representing clients injured in motor vehicle wrecks, medical negligence, wrongful termination, Social Security disability, and real estate closings and transactions. We've recovered over $10 million in verdicts and settlements and over $10 million in real estate closings. So, when you need a win, give your local law team a call.
Are you looking to find the right home for your family, or are you wanting to list your property? With over 80 years of collective experience in serving Southern West Virginia, there is no one better to trust than Hometown Real Estate. We're knowledgeable in market trends and can assist you in finding buyers or sellers. Please reach out to our home office at 304-752-5570 or contact one of our professional sales representatives.
And we are back on Mountain Dreams Media. Wildcats trail the Pioneers 34-14. Amick, top of the key, guarded by Anderson. Kicked over to Albright. Back to Amick. Amick right wing to Kraus. Kraus low post to Butcher. Back over to Albright, and it will be kicked away by Brooke Atkins.
That was a nice little give and go right there. Peyton kicked it down and flashed and got it right back.
As Albright inbounds deep to Kraus. Kraus will drive in. Floater is blocked by Addie Atkins. Laney Brooks in transition. A great pass forward to Salmons. No call, and a great follow by Brooks to get that foul drawn for the Pioneers. As Brooks will shoot two here. First is up and good for Laney Brooks. As for the Wildcats, we will see Patience Bragg check in for Ava Albright. Brooks second, up, bounces around off the backboard and in. Amick crosses half court, picked up by Anderson. Right side wing over to Meade. Meade tries to throw that low pass in, and Pioneers players running into each other. It will be tipped off by the Pioneers, and the Wildcats will retain the ball. Amick set the inbound. All-ball screen for Butcher. He's trying to get a pass in here. Kraus will get it and will throw it high. Just loses the ball when she tries to pass into the low post. Addie Atkins with the steal. Over to Salmons, over to Brooks, and it will be stripped away by the Wildcats.
Gave it right back.
Kraus, top of the key, behind the back, kicked over to Amick. And the Wildcats will try to set this offense up into the low post for Butcher. Butcher back out to Amick. The three is up and just rims out.
And that's a good look. You got it inside out. Everything kind of opened up. Oh, and can't let that happen.
And Swanson, man, freshman point guard Salmons, point guard for the Pioneers, has done a great job of finding every cut that she's had the opportunity to pass inside for, averaging 4.6 assists a game.
Huh.
And a beautiful behind-the-back move from Kraus. Dropped Salmons, but the three is off the mark from Kraus, rebounded by Brooke Atkins. The jump pass, tipped away, will roll on the ground, but grabbed by Salmons out to Brooks. Brooks drives in, floater up, and just hard, but rebounded back by Atkins. And Seems like a lot of body contact there, but no call for either team. It will roll out of bounds, and it will be Pioneer ball. As we will see Atkins to inbound. Over to Salmons. Salmons guarded by Amick. Drives left side of the paint, throws up a hook layup, and it is no call. It will be tipped and out of bounds.
You know, Logan is not doing a bad job at all defensively. You know, their help side is on time and it's right. Even their on-ball stuff is good. Their post defense is good. You know, they've gave up some open shots, but it hasn't killed them. You know, what's killing them is the turnovers in their offense.
As Salmons takes a step back three, just hard, but battling down low, it will be a foul on Butcher. As Brooke Atkins will hit the line for 2. The Wildcats will have Michaela Swan checking in. Brooke Atkins on the first. Rolls around and drops in. And Swan will check in for Patience Bragg. Atkins second, up, and rolls around almost identical to the last one. And the Wildcats right now, you can see this Pioneer defense is just well coached on every passing lane they get the opportunity to get on, knowing when to trap, knowing when to be there.
Yep.
And the Wildcats have to try to get into a rhythm and find a way to break this defense down a little bit. Amick.
Oh, nice pass.
And a great pass there from Amick inside to Swan for the turnaround layup at the low post. But the Pioneers wasting no time to get in transition. Salmon pushing this down to Stacy in the low post. Layup just off the mark, rebounded by Stacy. Back up, high off the backboard, stripped away.
Good rebound
by Albright. And Amick splits the defenders, but no call. Seems to be upset about that one. A wide open layup will be here for the Pioneers, and Shelby Anderson will put that up and in.
Addie was wanting a block right there. You know, when she split, they kind of came together on her, and I thought she could have got the call for sure.
It was a great move by Amick as well, just to get through there. And saved by Stacy through the legs. It will roll all the way over to Atkins. She will throw it up court to Salmons. And a great steal by Amick. Amick pushing this thing left side, picked up by Anderson, almost loses it, regains it. Left side hash, over to Kraus. Kraus will drive in, Euro step, blocked away by Addie Anderson, and a little bit of stare down there from Anderson.
Yep, and you know, honestly, if you're Coach Gertz, there's a lot of things that you can be upset with, but effort is not one of them. You know, you just saw Addie Amick right there sprint as hard as she could back and go get a steal when you think they had a wide open layup. And, you know, down almost 30 right now. That's the type of stuff that you can build on.
Yeah, the never give up, never stop, always hustle attitude. Great job there from Amick to get that steal, as Butcher's mid-range jump shot is up and in off the inbound. Brooke Atkins over to her sister Addie Atkins. Scoop layup is off the mark, tipped around, shot up for the Pioneers, rebounded by Swan. Kinley Runyon just short of that mid-range on the left side of the baseline. Albright over to Amick for a pull-up three off the left side of the rim, rebounded by Butcher up. It will bounce around and drop for Butcher. And she has done a great job of controlling that paint when she does get a hold of the ball.
And let's see if they can't get a stop and a score and cut it to 20 at least.
And good movement here from the Pioneers. Anderson inside to
nice
Addie
pass.
Atkins. A
travel
pump fake, but she will step more than 2 steps. Travel for the Pioneers. They're only allowed 2.
And a bucket right here would be big. You know, it'd be tough to come back from a 20-point fourth quarter lead, but you know,
crazier things have happened.
Absolutely.
And the inside pass from Albright over to Butcher. Butcher out to Amick for a 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Kraus. Kraus will fake the shot. Back into the post for Swan. And it will be off the mark, rebounded back by Swan, up and in.
There you go. That could be the start of it.
And the pass up court just tipped away by Amick. That will close the third quarter here in the Willie Akers Arena with 1 to go. The Wildcats trailing the Pioneers 42-22. You are watching Logan Lady Wildcats basketball on Mountain Dreams Media. Stay tuned.
Giovanni's of Logan. Visit the newly renovated restaurant and convenient drive-thru. It is the Italian place to be. Call today 304-752-9030 or check out their specials online at giovannislogan.com.
Hello, I'm Tiara Farrell, family nurse practitioner at Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare. We are your federally qualified healthcare center offering family, primary care services, and other services for individual and families in southern West Virginia and eastern Kentucky. Integrated care blends all of our services into a one-stop shop. We offer better results through professional treatments and a close collaboration and communication with our health experts and various services. Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare, where change begins.
And we are back on Mountain Dreams Media with the Logan Lady Wildcats versus the Wayne Lady Pioneers. Wildcats trailing 22-42, and we've said it time and time again, this offense for the Wildcats, they're struggling to get these passes inbounds from a great defense from this Pioneers team. What are some adjustments that they can make, not just with the turnovers, but trying to get that ball inside like they've been trying to all game?
Well, they need to get it inside for more than just scoring. It collapses the defense, and they got a couple girls who can really shoot the ball. So Wayne is long, and they are active defensively, so you're going to have to make them collapse in order to get some open shots like they did right there.
As Amick's corner three, just hard off the back iron.
Good rebound.
Stolen away from Brooks after the rebound from Steele. As Addie Atkins will push this up to the top of the key, back over to Salmons. And Salmons will dribble this one out high near half court on the left side of the hash, guarded by Amick. Salmons with a deep three, rims out off the backboard and rebounded by Meade. Or Albright, excuse me. Over to Amick. Amick over to Krause on the right hash. Little struggle there, tipped away by Salmons. It will be Wildcat basketball. And like you were saying earlier about getting it inside and kicking it out, this Pioneers defense has done a great job of closing out even when it does go in the low post and gets kicked back out to the arc.
They have, and that's why they're number 2 in the state.
Very impressive team to watch so far. As Krause over to Albright into the low post for Steele. Back out to Krause for a wide open wing three, up and in.
And that's the ones you want right there. Good patience by Steele and good look and way to knock it down by Hallie.
And a great set of ball movement there from the Wildcats. No hesitation on a lot of the passes that they've had earlier, as Brooks will drive in and be fouled on the floor for the Pioneers.
And if you're Logan, you can't get it all back in one possession, so slowly chip. And that takes 2 things, getting stops and getting quality possessions on offense.
Even if some of the possessions are slow, just converting every time you come down.
And rebounding is a huge part in that.
As the shot from Stacy off the mark, rebounded by Atkins, but it will be an over-the-back foul on Brooke Atkins, and it will be Wildcat ball. Steele inbound to Amick.
And I don't think the Wayne coach liked that one bit.
Definitely not. A little bit of a tie up there. Amick guarded by Atkins, top of the key, drives right side wing, screen from Steele, pull-up jumper from Amick just off the back of the rim, tipped out to Albright. Albright back into Steele in the low post, left side, steps through, no call. It will go off the backboard, and the Pioneers will be in transition. One man down for the Wildcats to beat. Addie Atkins drives in, scoop layup on the left side. Great move there from Atkins to get through the lane and past the defender. Amick over to Albright. Back to the top of the key for Amick. Amick into the high post for Steele's, tripped away
Steele's
by Salmons. Kraus pull-up three is up and good for Hallie Kraus.
Steele's got to know that when she catches it and turns around that those guards are coming. That's 5 or 6 times that she's caught it in the high post, turned around, put the ball on the ground, and they've took it. She's got to understand that they are coming behind her.
And a carry called on Salmons. A lot of these plays are starting to go in the Wildcats' way if they can chip away at this lead. Plenty of time left with 5:28 to go.
Yep.
And a full timeout will be taken here in the Willie Akers Arena. We will be right back on Mountain Dreams Media with more Logan Lady Wildcats basketball. Stay tuned.
Shayna O'Brien Thompson is seeking your vote for circuit judge for Logan and Mingo counties in May 2024 for one of 2 Logan seats. Vote Shayna O'Brien Thompson, your choice for a fair, respectful, working circuit judge. Paid for by the committee to elect Shayna O'Brien Thompson.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you're ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
And we are back on Mountain Dreams Media with the Logan Lady Wildcats trailing the Wayne Lady Pioneers 44-28. And we've seen this Wildcats team start to chip into this lead since the third quarter, starting to find ways to break this defense down a little bit. As Amick drive in, pull-up floater just off the back of the iron. Most of her shots have hit that, just not able to fall here in this game so far.
Yeah, she's usually pretty consistent with that one right there.
As Addie Atkins, guarded by Mosby, drives over, kicks it over to Salmons for a deep three from the freshman point guard for the Pioneers.
That hurts right there.
I've heard a lot about her. Many people have said that she's got a lot of scouts looking at her for such a young age.
What grade is she?
She's a freshman.
Wow.
And
good pass.
Great pass from Mosby into the low post for Swan.
And Swan did a good job at reading that. Saw Bam was driving left, so she snuck right on down the baseline and ended up with a nice little layup.
And Salmons over to the left wing for Brooks. Brooks out to Adkins for a deep three. Just fell short again. And even when missing, I've got to give credit to her confidence.
Oh, no, she's letting it fly. And this is a big possession right here. Chance to cut in a little bit.
Amick screen coming from Swan. Amick drives inside on Brooks. Up and one.
Ooh, that's big right there.
For Amick.
That is big right there. And Addie is fearless. She always has been. We've watched her whole career. She's never the biggest player on the floor, but she doesn't back down from anything, and she'll take it to the hole just as strong as anybody out there.
As Amick's free throw is up and converts the and one for the Wildcats. And we've seen her all over the floor defensively and offensively. Not afraid to dive, make hard plays, even in transition. Amick's been everywhere for this team tonight.
14-point game.
As Addison Atkins drives in, floater off the mark, tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats. And it seemed like the Wildcats were a little questionable on that call. I think it should have been their basketball.
Yeah, Kevin didn't like that call. You seen the ref turn around and say, "Oh, hold up now."
And Salmons inbounds through
to the corner. Got to know it's coming
Atkins, back to Salmons, just off the back iron.
Good rebound.
Stripped away by Swan, and a great save by Swan. Amick left side. Screen coming from Mosby. She steps away from it. Between the legs, back, in and out. Drives in, kicks over to the corner to Albright. Albright drives in. A little bit of fight here for the ball. Albright drops it in and just throws it to the wrong team there. Brooks with it, but a little bit of a battle for the ball here from Kraus. Brooks kicks it back out top to Addison Atkins, and they will slow this thing down. And we're seeing the Wildcats get in and try to pressure Atkins over to her sister Brooke Atkins, guarded by Kraus. Drives right side wing, throws it over to Salmons, stripped away by Kraus, but it's on the ground. Salmons up for the layup, just off the front of the rim.
Oh, this is wild.
And bodies flying everywhere here in the Willie Akers Arena, but the Wildcats will end up with the ball. Amick drives in, pull-up jumper from Amick. Off the back iron again, rebound tipped out by the Pioneers, and it will be Wildcat basketball.
Oh, this is took a wild little turn here.
And the Wildcats are starting to get active on both sides of the ball here, and Amick, just a few of these shots not falling that she's used to making.
Yeah.
Would definitely change this game up
That's
a little
okay.
bit.
You can't be mad at that. She's getting the look she wants.
And we have another full timeout here in the Willie Akers Arena. We will be right back on Mountain Dreams Media.
Whether you like traditional banking or online banking, Logan Bank & Trust has you covered. LB&T has 5 convenient locations where customers can stop in, make a deposit, get a loan, or a new instant debit card. Too busy to stop in? Don't worry. Logan Bank & Trust offers online banking with mobile deposits, banking app, and loan applications at the click of a button from anywhere, anyplace, and anytime. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Logan Bank & Trust.
We are the difference.
Judge Sabrina Deskins would appreciate your vote this upcoming election to be held in May. Judge Deskins is running for circuit judge in the newly formed 11th Circuit, which combines Logan and Mingo counties. Judge Deskins has 10 years judicial experience and the only candidate with years of experience in both Logan and Mingo counties. Vote Judge Deskins, the right choice for Logan and Mingo Circuit Court, paid for by the candidate.
And we are back on Mountain Dreams Media with the Logan Lady Wildcats and the Wayne Lady Pioneers. And as we've seen, the Logan Lady Wildcats have cut this lead down a lot from the third quarter, trailing by almost 30 and cutting it to 14 with 2 minutes and 46 to go.
Good move by Bam.
Mosby with a beautiful move there. Faked the post spin and drove into a Euro step. Great finish by Mosby.
Now you got to help. Maybe run a little trap.
And the Wildcats doing everything they can to stop this offense from rolling. Great pass there from Salmons inside to Atkins, but it would be a blocking foul called before the shot.
You hear the Logan crowd giving it to the ref, but there was some contact there. There was some body.
And from halftime to now, really hear this gym starting to live up a little bit as the game closes into the final moments.
Oh, got to get out, can't leave her.
And Salmons with a wide open corner three up and in for the Pioneers.
Miscommunication kills you.
Can't leave her open at any time. She's knocked down a few of those tonight.
And she's hit them at times that Logan needed at least.
Mosby in the low post, drives inside, and she will be fouled by Stacy.
And that's a good move by Bam. Got into the body. Good footwork down there. Created some space.
And the Wildcats still chipping away at this lead. Just simple stops. And
it's going to be tough with 2 minutes, but they're still not out of it.
You can expect the Pioneers to try to hold this ball a little bit and slow the offense down to stop the Wildcats from getting these strips. They're going to have to get up inside them on defense and pressure the ball on every possession.
They're going to have to pressure, but they're going to have to make sure they don't get beat over the top for layups.
As Mosby's first free throw is good. Second is up and in. And a great shot there from Mosby. Nice rotation.
Oh, she can shoot it.
As Atkins up the court to Brooks. Drop pass inside of Stacy. Stacy hard on the layup.
Oh,
rebound tipped around. Another rebound by Brooke Atkins. Tipped away. Haley Kraus will in with the ball here. Left side of the hash. And it will be a foul on the Pioneers.
And Wayne is not happy with that one.
Not at all, but this Wildcats crowd really getting involved here now as they've cut the lead to 13 and in possession of the ball.
Got to get a bucket right here.
Albright
and you got to go. You got no time to waste.
Amick top of the key. Looking for that screen from Mosby. Screen is there. Looks for the drop pass. Kicks it over to Albright, top of the key. Back over to Amick.
They wanted to feed Bam.
And Bam will get this right side wing. Looking to drive in. Atkins-Paul, she drives into contact, and she will be fouled again. And Bam Mosby getting active for this Lady Wildcats offense.
Asserting her dominance down there over the past minute or so.
With only 1:29 to remain, that's what you need from your offense, getting quick and getting inside and doing everything you can to just get that basket up. It's 2 quick fouls drawn there from Mosby. As we will have a sub check in for the Wildcats. Patience Bragg checking in for Michaela Swan. Mosby's first free throw up and in. Mosby's second up, rolls out right side. And a lane violation on the Pioneers. Mosby will get a third shot at this free throw. Up, rolls around, and drops in. The Pioneers lead cut to 11.
And they're going to call a warning right there on Bragg.
And as we've seen so far, you can expect things to get a little chippy here in the later part of this game as the lead is winding down for the Pioneers.
And no clarification to what. And yeah, I think they're going to call a warning right there on Bragg for stepping across the line.
Coach Gertz giving some words of wisdom to her during the quick break they had. Pioneers inbound. Long pass up to Anderson as Brooks drives in. Layup hard off the backboard. Rebounded by Bragg. And Krause will drive this one inside. Almost loses. The double team comes from Pioneers. And she will throw it off the leg of Addison Brooks.
And a break right there for the Wildcats. Kevin's is going to call a 30. And a big break right there for the Wildcats. Everybody got pulled up trying to go for the steal, and that was a good job by Albright sprinting back and at least contesting that layup and ended up missing it. And now Logan's got the ball and a chance to cut it within 10. Look, it is still not very likely, but Logan is still in this game. Yeah, and if they can hit a 3 or 2 right here and get within like 6 or 7, it's dangerous. It's real dangerous.
A couple quick stops and a couple quick baskets here from the Wildcats can change this entire game very quickly with only 1:15 to remain. And from what we've seen early in the third quarter, trailing by almost 30, it's impressive to see how far they've fought back. And the offensive struggles we've seen have changed so much here for the Lady Wildcats.
Yep.
And a quick inbound 3 from Krause off the backboard, just goes out, rebounded by Bragg. It's tipped around. Mosby fights for it on the pass. We have a Pioneers player down. Krause will drive in. Floater is up off the backboard, rebounded and up by Bragg. Missed again, fought for by Albright, tipped out.
And she's hurt.
And they have finally decided to stop the game.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to come and get her. It looks like she's holding her calf. I'm not sure if it's a cramp. I'm not sure what it is.
She was down for a while. It seems to be her knee.
Yeah, I believe she's cramping. Whew, that is not a good feeling.
Definitely not. And Addison Atkins for the Pioneers. Hopefully she is okay and able to continue in this game.
That's one of the worst spots to get them. Well, there's no good spot to get a cramp, but in that calf muscle right there, whew, every step you take, that bad boy tightens up on you. You got to walk without going up on your toes, and it's tough. I know how she's feeling right now, and I feel bad for her.
Props to Albright for being able to stand up and walk that one off on herself. Such a strong player and a key player for this Pioneers team.
And Logan keeps possession right here. Got to score quick. Got to score quick.
And a full timeout taken here by the Pioneers. We will be right back on Mountain Dreams Media with Logan Lady Wildcats basketball. Stay tuned.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Accidents, illness, heart attacks, strokes. When an emergency strikes, count on Logan Regional Medical Center. We're here providing emergency care 24/7, including the higher levels of emergency heart care found in our accredited chest pain center, and our enhanced cleaning, mask requirements, and social distancing to help keep you safe. Emergency care at Logan Regional Medical Center. When minutes matter, count on us.
And we are back in the Willie Akers Arena here on Mountain Dreams Media. Logan Lady Wildcats trailing the Wayne Lady Pioneers by 11. Inbound pass inside to Mosby. Mosby up and another foul. Mosby doing a great job of attacking the basket and drawing these for the Wildcats.
She's getting to where she wants to.
And as you see here, seem to be injured there with a cramp. We will see Addison Atkins check back in for the Pioneers, as Mosby's first is up and in, and this lead is cut to 10 with the potential to cut this to single digits here for the Logan Lady Wildcats.
Best way to put points on the board right now is at dead balls.
And just rolls out there for Mosby, rebounded by Amick, over to Atkins. Atkins back over to Salmons, excuse me, not Amick. And Brooke Atkins will kick it over to Addison Atkins, over to Salmons, over to Brooks.
Gonna have to foul.
Back inside, a great pass there from Anderson to Salmons for a quick layup from the Pioneers. Amick, top of the key, guarded by Brooks. Low post to Mosby. Mosby will attack here again. Spin move up.
Good move.
Just short off the backboard. And it will be tipped away by the Wildcats. Little fight for the rebound there from Bragg, just unable to get a hold of it.
Oh, she's going deep. Ooh.
And Atkins will inbound to her sister.
No foul now.
Back to her, and it will be a foul on Hallie Kraus.
And a sub's coming in.
It will be me checking in for the Wildcats.
Comes in for Bragg.
And looking for the deep pass there, just doesn't get it into Salmons. Salmons over to Atkins, and a foul on Mosby. And with only 10.1 remaining, down by 12, it looks like the Lady Pioneers are going to walk away with this one.
Yes, it does, but it was very tough fought. Logan never gave up. Coach Gertz can definitely be proud of the effort. And honestly, if you cut out half your turnovers, I mean, you might be winning this game.
Definitely could have been a different turnout. Just the first half, Wildcats struggled on offense a bit. As an and one converted by Salmons, almost at the buzzer, and great job by Salmons there with the finish. Looking to close this one out. And a little bit of banter there from Coach Gertz, trying to fire his team up, whether with or without the win. As Salmons free throws up and good to convert the and one. The Wayne Lady Pioneers will take the victory here in the Willie Akers Arena over the Logan Lady Wildcats and increase their record to 6-0. The Logan Lady Wildcats now 3-3 on the season. And with that being said, You were watching Logan Lady Wildcats basketball here on Mountain Dreams Media.
Giovanni's of Logan. Visit the newly renovated restaurant and convenient drive-thru. It is the Italian place to be. Call today 304-752-9030 or check out their specials online at giovannislogan.com.
Hello, I'm Tiara Farrell, family nurse practitioner at Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare. We are your federally qualified healthcare center offering family, primary care services, and other services for individual and families in southern West Virginia and eastern Kentucky. Integrated care blends all of our services into a one-stop shop. We offer better results through professional treatments and a close collaboration and communication with our health experts and various services. Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare, where change begins.
Hi, I'm Chris White.
And I'm Stephen Wolf. And for the last 10 years, Wolf White & Associates have been representing clients injured in motor vehicle wrecks, medical negligence, wrongful terminations, social security disability, and real estate closings and transactions. We've recovered over $10 million in verdicts and settlements and over $10 million in real estate closings. So, when you need a win, give your local law team a call.
Are you looking to find the right home for your family, or are you wanting to list your property? With over 80 years of collective experience in serving southern West Virginia, there is no one better to trust than Hometown Real Estate. We're knowledgeable in market trends and can assist you in finding buyers or sellers. Please reach out to our home office at 304-752-5570 or contact one of our professional sales representatives.
And welcome back to Mountain Dreams Media for a quick post-game here with myself, Kyle Spalding, and my color, Stevie Browning. And just talk about that game a little bit, Stevie, what we've seen from both sides offensively and defensively and the changes of pace from the beginning in the first half to the second half and the changes that we've seen the Wildcats make to create a great comeback.
Well, I got to say it before we get into anything else. The turnovers killed Logan. I don't have an exact stat on how many it was, but it was a lot. And, to lose a game by 12 or 15 it ended up being with that last and one with under a second left. But to lose a game like that and have that many turnovers, you got to think if you cut out half of them, you're right there in that game. And especially the way it was going late where, it was kind of a free-for-all, and Wayne was turning the ball over too. You'd like to think that you would have had a whole lot better chance. But, hats off to Wayne. They have a great program, and they have a lot of talent. The Atkins sisters are really good. From top to bottom, they were good. They were athletic. They were skilled, and they're a good team. And you got to expect them to make a lot of noise when March comes around. And for Logan, if you're Coach Gertz, I don't think you can be that upset. Obviously, you can be mad at the nonchalantness of a lot of the passes. There was a couple times where they would get caught in miscommunication on defense and they'd leave people wide open. A couple times that it hurt them bad, and Wayne ended up hitting threes. But outside of those turnovers and those couple just mishaps on defense, Logan played hard. And they competed the entire game, especially in the second half when, when they started revving up the pressure and going into the press, they made things difficult on Wayne, and not a lot of teams have been able to do that. So, there's positive takeaways for Coach Gertz as well as there are negatives. And, it's good to have games like this early in the year. You get to kind of see what your team's made of. And even if they don't win, it's not always what you're looking for. You're looking for that fight. You're looking for that willingness to battle. And, I think they showed that they are willing to battle. And, you saw girls, diving hard on the floor for balls, down, even when they were down 25. There was never any quit in them. And, that's something that you can be proud of. That's something that this community can get behind and be proud of. I think, Coach Gertz has a lot that he can go back and watch the film and correct and break down. And, he's also got a lot that he can, not be too upset with.
And Wildcats' next matchup coming against the Ripley Lady Vikings on the 28th of December. Going into that game, what are some adjustments? Obviously the turnovers that we've mentioned time and time again, but Ripley 3-2, Logan now 3-3. What can Logan do to change up their offensive pace, defensive pace? We've seen the fight and the hustle from every player out there ready to go and get active on both sides of the ball. What are some adjustments they can make going into this next game after playing the number 2 ranked team in the state?
Well, defensively, I really liked the way they played when they started pressing, and they started getting up and getting after it man-to-man. They caused a lot of havoc. You saw the game turn wild, and I think that's good for us, especially playing a team like Wayne. Now, Ripley, I'd have to, do my homework on what type of team they are, but, I like the way they looked when they pressed. And offensively, I think when we were able to get the ball in the post or in the paint or in that area or vicinity down through there and then kick it back out to threes, we got open threes and we made some of them. So I think we need to, I'm sure Coach Gertz will look at it and see, we could have probably exploited that middle a little bit more, but, a lot of shots just didn't fall tonight, and sometimes that's just the way it goes. Logan had a lot of open looks from 3, and there are a lot of good shooters shooting them. So, some nights they fall, some nights they don't. Biggest thing is you just can't get discouraged, and you got to shoot the next one like the last one went in.
And last thing I want to ask you for both teams, if player of the game for the Lady Pioneers, if you had to give it out, who would it go to?
I would give it to a combination of the sisters, so the Adkins sisters. They were everywhere. Their presence defensively and offensively was felt. They did a good job at pressuring the ball on defense, and they made a lot of shots on offense. And Salmons did a great job too. She handled the ball well. She made shots. She made big shots when her team needed them. And as a guard, as one of your featured guards, that's what you're expected to do. On the other end, I thought that I thought it was a collective effort. There was nobody that really just took over the game for Logan, but they had a bunch of girls come in and give good, solid minutes. Addie did most of the ball handling, and she did a pretty good job taking care of it. Bam made a lot of plays down the stretch, and especially in that little comeback, she helped fuel that. Hallie got into the paint and made things happen and played hard the whole time. Peyton battled around on the glass. So did Meade, and everybody that came in, kind of Swan came in. They all came in and gave what they had, and sometimes it's just not your night.
And with that being said, that will wrap it up here on Mountain Dreams Media with the final score once again. The Wayne Lady Pioneers 55, Logan Lady Wildcats 40. Tune in next week for the boys playing.
No, the boys got a game here tomorrow night. We'll be covering that. They play against Spring Mills. Tip off at 7. Tune in, and appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. The middle school boys ended up getting beat in a tough one to West Valley out of Tennessee. they have another game tomorrow. I believe it's at 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sure Donika will be live streaming that one as well. So if you get a chance, tune in over there and check those boys out. And, we'll be back here tomorrow, and we hope to see everybody pack this crowd out. These high school boys, they have been playing a fun brand of basketball, and they deserve to be watched, and they deserve to have this stadium packed out again. And I'd love to see it like that. So be there tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. We'll be here too, Mountain Dreams Media.
And with that being said, for Stevie Browning and myself, Kyle Spalding, thank you for watching on Mountain